We are inside the Feather Market Hall, where I can say we're expecting maybe 1,000 people that will come through here, as this hall accommodates about 1,200 people. We do know that the family earlier on this morning is having a private ceremony there. We do know, Leanne, that we're expecting a number of people to come through in terms of political heads, business leaders, leaders within the ANC. We know that 2019 has been a difficult year in terms of business and the Watson name, looking at that Zondo Commission and some of, the testimonies that came through there, questioning the relations that Mr. Watson had in terms of with the ANC, but that hasn't taken away in terms of how other people perceive him to be, whom he has been, the role that he's played in the Eastern Cape, specifically also looking at, the ANC and how he assisted those comrades that were part of the ANC here in Port Elizabeth. But we're going to speak to Papa, who's going to tell us a bit more, who's been very close to the family at this stage. Just in terms of this morning's session, the private session, is it underway? How is the family feeling at this time?
Yes, good morning to you and good morning to your viewers. Yes, this morning there is a small private ceremony at the house. I went past there, and as we'd imagine, somber mood. But I think the family has come to terms with the reality of the passing of Gavin. And today we're looking forward to give him a send-off befitting of a person like him.
And then, Papa, in terms of numbers, what are we expecting? We did hear that there are buses that will bus people through. We know he had strong ties with Alistair, Somerset Eastern, as well as Port Elizabeth throughout the Eastern Cape.
Yes, from the indications that we have at the stage is that there's probably going to be a lot of people coming in. I can confirm that there is a big contingent coming down from Johannesburg. There's the airport must be a hive of activity this morning. We're expecting, naturally, as we'd imagine, that the ANC in the province has been very active and vocal about it. So we're expecting representations, high-profile ANC members from the province and probably from all corners of this country.
Thank you so much, Papa.
You're welcome.
Well, there we have it, Leanne. We are expecting to have a dignified last service for a man whom is said to have been very religious. We know even a lot of people have said that throughout his meetings he would start off with a short prayer or, a scripture from the Bible. We do know that there is a number of South Africans, though, who still perceived him to be a controversial businessman. But everyone that will be here today will be here to pay their last respects. But for now, it's back to you in studio, and throughout the day we'll be bringing you proceedings of the funeral. The funeral is set to start at about 11 o'clock sharp.
All right, Iviwe, thanks very much for the update there.